Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Community Recreation Commission meeting for Thursday, August 23rd. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Madam Secretary, we will call the meeting to order at 6:07. We want to welcome everybody out there who's watching, and we got a full commission, full house tonight, so we would like to start off with the approval of the agenda as submitted for August 23rd. I need a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Ethel, a second.
Second?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Move. Thank you. I hope everybody got a chance. I know everybody got a chance to read the minutes from the July 26th meeting. Madam Secretary submitted those, and any discussion, Ethel, any typos or anything? All right. We need to make sure she gets those when those are printed out. Okay. I need a motion for the minutes approved from July 26th.
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thanks. Any public comment out there tonight? No, nothing? All right, thanks. All right. Number 5, my chairperson's report. First of all, I would like to thank everybody out there that voted to get the recreation renewal millage passed. It was a nice turnout, I heard from the board meeting that there was a lot of people that came out. So everybody, thanks for all our hard work. We have a lot of hard work in front of us too, and a lot of fun work. So once again, thank you to the public and all the citizens of the township for making that happen. And that concludes my report. Ms. Kim O'Farrell, the Recreation Director.
Yes, thank you, Chairman. I also, too, want to thank the community for coming out to vote and approving our millage renewal. Very, very important to everybody, not only with the commission, but the township board and all the residents to keep our events and our programs going. So very thankful for that. So I just wanted to say thank you. Okay, I just want to, the first event coming up is the hometown celebration, and this is the schedule of events for Paint the Town Red. And this is going to be going on Facebook. I know that DDA also has a Facebook page. I believe Rotary does as well. So if you're interested, this is our Paint the Town Red. Recreation will be doing hot dogs Friday night. Whole weekend planned. So thanks to Rotary DDA for putting this together for our community. And you can kind of see what's going on. And again, I'll have that posted on the rec page next week. As far as what's happening with rec, you know, we're closing out the summer. We have, a week before school starts. The kids start the Tuesday after Labor Day. So the pool is still open. Golf course is open. Please come out and visit us. The driving range is open late. Tonight at Smokies is the band Wisteria. So we're trying to keep out the momentum going and not be depressed that fall and winter is coming. The last thing I want to discuss is the next publication of the profile is going to print this weekend, and hopefully it will hit the households by the end of next week, if not the first week of September. So that is kind of our target for the profile. That'll be our fall and winter lineup of events, programs, etc. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Number 7, any old business to discuss tonight?
Yeah, I just got one thing. I wasn't at the last meeting. I was just wondering if bring us up I know last meeting I was involved in with the baseball fields. The city engineer was going to see if he could find a spot for it. Can you just bring me back up to speed of what's going on with that?
Sure. They're still clearing the land because I communicate that project pretty much with the township manager. He dictates, you know, where they're going, staying out of the wetland area. Everything's mapped out, and Dale follows that process. So I do want to at least say that tonight. I did meet with the engineer, and he's still fine tuning to see if one field or two field can fit in there, because now we have more room back there. And then I had also, you know, it kind of got stopped with, you know, baseball. We had asked for some financials. Are they able to, you know, have the funds to build this? Do they have the funds to maintain 2 additional fields? So, and I know it's been a busy summer too, so, you know, everyone's kind of slowing things down with baseball. So I'm hoping to get with Mike Cornell, see where they're at with those questions that our commission has asked, and myself. Because we definitely, you know, we don't want to get into a situation. We support baseball, soccer, football, we support hockey, all of them. But we also have to make sure that, you know, if something does happen down the road, everyone kind of comes to rec for help. And we're watching our budget money as well. So that's kind of where we're at. Does that answer your question, Greg? Okay.
Anyone else? No old business? Any new business to discuss tonight? Before we get to the subcommittee reports, which is part of my favorite. Right? We'll move down to the subcommittee updates. Mr. Nelson, our Township Board Liaison. Jim? Mr. Calabasay?
Nothing either. Open Space Commission meets in September, and look forward to being there and updating you all on what's going on.
I have a question about open space. It seems like there's something on the board right now for some more purchase. Is that true? That is true. Not that that's recreation, but I'm just asking Kyle about that.
It's being discussed.
It's being discussed. Do you go to those meetings, Kyle?
There hasn't been any meetings for the summer.
Oh.
September there'll be a new meeting.
And Kim, that was Leah's thing, right? In the past, Greg?
Yeah,
Was
Leah
Leah open space? All right. Water's Edge, Playscape, and Sunrise Park. I know we got some traffic on Sunrise Park this summer.
Yes, we've had a lot of traffic at Sunrise Park. Also, an update with Sunrise Park. I think it was about 2 weeks ago, there was some scaffolding out at Sunrise Park. The police are moving forward with that camera. So, camera's up. It's there. So, just to let y'all know that. So, and then Playscape, just, you know, the camera's there as well. Just be courteous to our playgrounds. You know, my staff is still cleaning things up. And then Water's Edge, I just kind of gave the report. We're kind of closing things down. I hate to say that, so, and we're heading into fall, so.
Question. I know there was a porta john out there, got moved. Have we found a new spot for that?
No, we have not.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. I'm up next with my cultural and special events. As Kim had mentioned about Paint the Town Red coming up, it's during homecoming weekend, September 28th, 29th. I know Rotary's going to have their beers and brew tent with the band lineup. Homecoming parade's Friday. Look for that giant red devil, and people from the rec and festival commissions will be partaking in a lot of the festivities. So thank you to the DDA, Rotary, and the Recreation Department. That's Paint the Town Red and Homecoming Spirit during September 28th and 29th. The picture that just came up on the screen, if y'all can see that at home, the Haunted Hangar we're going to bring back after 4 years. This is a Recreation and Festival Commission joint venture. This is a party. This is not a haunted haunted house thing. Yeah, it's not a haunted house because I've been getting a lot of questions about that. So it is $30 per person, $50 a couple. Walk-up ticket price, if you don't purchase in advance, is $40. Tickets are available at the Recreation Department, grosillrecreation.com. The phone number, they'll be available at certain stores, so keep your eyes open for the Haunted Hangar coming up October 27th. That's the last Saturday of the month. And I know that we'll go into some of the winter programs once we come back next month, right? Am I missing anything about the hangar? We're looking for a few volunteers for that, too, for the Haunted Hangar. You can reach out to me. I'm in the phone book, Novak, and or at the Recreation Department. We need some volunteers. I'll talk to you guys about it later. We're looking for some servers and some big guys to help with our own private security, along with working with our police force and our fire department, and we've, reached out to all them. So, but we just like to have some guys that are taking the tickets at the front door. None of us, because we need to be having a good time. So, if anybody got any big Did you have something you were gonna put in there? No?
Oh, I thought I did and I don't.
Oh, all right, thank you. Now, Mr. Brandon Antosh, our budget and finance guru, or grants. Yeah, that's what it is. There we
Good
go.
afternoon. So total revenues were at 387K year to date, and revenues for the month of August were at 30K. Total expenses were at 481K year to date, and for August at 91K. So net, that's we're on the expense side, 93K. Yep. So net 93K year to date to the expenses, and 61K month to date for the expenses. So revenues were driven by golf at 11K, the pool at 5K, and lease income at 8K. Expenses were driven by golf 20K, pool 16K, grounds and maintenance at 12K, and payroll at 29K. So the millage for recreation is passed, and it's listed as a line item on the budget revenues. Year to date, we show no income for this, which would deflate year to date revenues against expenses. So factoring in a monthly amount for the millage tax revenue, that would revenues would offset expenses and would be in the green for year to date. Additionally, the pool is over on revenues year to date, which is a positive, and golf appears to be on track to bring in budgeted revenues. The marina should be on track as well once winter dockage fees are collected. And on the cost side, the golf course has 123K in spend left for the budget, and they only spent 20K in August. Similarly, the marina has 77K left in the budget and only spent 4K in August. The pool will be closing soon, and however, there's also 28K left in the spending budget for the year, which could potentially be used for maintenance, repairs, or just held on to be a positive. That's all I have.
Impressive numbers. Dr. Woodward, she's not here right now for Centennial Farms. Mr. Rich Brower and Greg for Recland. Somebody want to go first here?
Well, I think I conned Kim into giving my report, so we don't have to give a report. So
Covered.
All I have to say is get out and enjoy the parks and have fun. Go for a walk, take the dogs, take the kids, have fun.
Says the boater.
Chad, one
Yes,
thing.
Greg.
I know in the past there was a short, brief discussion about the bike path and what was going on with the bike path. Is that part of rec, or is that a
That's
separate?
BPAC, Bikes and Path.
So it's a totally different thing. Okay.
But we do get a lot of questions about that. That's Brian Pollock and that group. Yeah. Rich, nothing else?
No, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Naso, Mr. Naso, recreational programs.
Not much to report other than Gisa and Gyra are in full swing. Soccer starts already, and Gyra, I think, starts in a couple weeks. So
Football was over there the other day.
they're
wasn't it?
practicing.
There, everyone's
Games
out.
start, I think, in a couple weeks maybe when school starts.
All right. I saw the 4 letters for who they're playing for homecoming, and I am embarrassed to say I don't know who that is. Can any of you guys tell me who? If you had the list of who they're playing, the away and home games, the Red
you mean
Devils.
for football?
Yeah, who's playing? Who are they playing in the home? That's what the initials were. Monroe Catholic Central. Are they any good? They can be. That's so politically correct.
I mean, with every high school and college sport, there's such a big turnover. I mean, they got some big farm boys down there, so sometimes it can be tough. But Grossley will handle them. I have total confidence in the team.
Did we win just the last game 5-0?
Soccer.
Oh, that was soccer. Oh, okay. That's not the gridiron, right? Marie, I know you like that one. All right. Thanks, Kevin. Ethel Yops, our senior communications. Ethel, I know you have some updates for us.
Okay. I just wanted to say the August 15th luncheon, it was well received and the food was good and the people enjoyed themselves, and we even played musical chairs. And Kim announced that she has been giving some thought to senior activities, for which we give her much thanks. And then I would like to present this again. The Elder Law and Advocacy Center is offering a free legal presentation by Katie Graham, and the senior club is sponsoring it. This for persons 60 years of age and older, family members, and persons caring for older adults, and this is for all of you people. And it includes guardianship, wills and trusts, powers of attorney, nursing homes, senior housing, Medicare and Medicaid, elder abuse and scams, and information on support services for veterans and their families. That's Tuesday, September the 11th at 12 noon right here at Centennial Farm, and at 11:30 we'll have dessert and coffee. Thank you.
Thank you. Is that it, Ethel?
That's it.
Thank you so much. Wendy Kearney, I asked Wendy, I know she's going to bring Morgan up and say hi to her and stuff about she should be in charge of our school liaisons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Kearney, Ms. Kearney.
I mean, it's still summer, so we haven't had a whole lot over the summer. Oh, sorry. School starts September 4th, as Kim mentioned. We do have a new principal at Park Lane. I haven't met her yet, but I will meet her on Wednesday for open house. As Chad mentioned, we have 2 new students coming on, Morgan Frost and Abby Naso, and Morgan, I see, is here. So we will be bringing them on, and we ask that they start next month at our next meeting to join us. So.
Do you want to bring Morgan up now, or do you want to wait till September? 'Cause she's
Well, yeah, we'll wait.
We'll wait.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Morgan.
Process.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything else? Nope. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Wendy Kearney. On to number 10, our action items. We need to vote and approve Grosville Soccer Association's request to use the farm area for additional practices throughout their 2018-2019 season. I know we have some notes that were brought here. Becky was at the last meeting. She filled us in on how much time they wanted to use it for, and I know we had talked about any concerns there might be, and everybody got to, give their input on that. So do we put a motion out to use this? I know there's the paperwork's right here from Becky.
Well, there was a correction on the paperwork I had handed you with some statistics. It is now 109 for the rec program. There's 109 kids currently registered for soccer with the recreation, and then travel. Kevin, is that one? I can't see. Travel has 77. Yep. Is there any questions about or a refresher of what was asked? Kyle, I'm not sure if you were at the meeting. Greg, were you?
Greg wasn't here. I don't think Kyle or Brandon were at the Brandon was, and maybe it was Rich.
So basically, GISA, the new president, Becky, had asked, they're running out of space. Asked to use the farm on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 6:30, hour and a half. Right when you go into the farm, and we have that.
Open field?
Yeah,
to
the
right?
grass area right there. And I don't remember how many months was that? 4 months? I can't even remember. April, May. So it was 4 months, but 2 in the fall and then 2 in the spring. Right. And it was for the younger ages. And she said, because I had some dialogue with her, I'd asked for some stats, and I think it was 7 and 8 year olds. So, because the concern was we don't want the metal cleats tearing up the grass. They have agreed if there's any damage to the area that they will repair it. That was my main concern, because it's a big space and we don't want the farm looking.
If I could throw in my lawn guy input, I think
Sure.
the cleats would be good for the grass. It's almost like aerating it.
Okay, well, there we go. So, good point.
Yes.
So, and again, where we're at with this, and I think, everyone's
Send
kind
my
of
bill.
wanting land and wanting space and all these things, and what we can do is just try to support something, especially that area right now. It's not costing, you know what I mean? We need to help our programs and try to help them as best we can. So that's just my input on that. And I don't, 15 kids for an hour and a half is we have a playground out there that's packed daily. So, you know, at
Sure.
least the farm is being used. I'm thinking positively on that. So I also spoke to Rob Luton out there about this, seeing if there was any issues, because he's out there with the horses, and I don't want to infringe on what he's doing out there. He said, Kim, not a problem. So I did ask out there as well. So that's what I know.
I make a motion that we approve that.
I need a second for that motion. Any more discussion? All,
Oh,
Okay.
excuse me. I was just curious, if we open this up for one group, what happens with all the rest of the groups that want to use this empty spaces on the farm?
They can request. Absolutely.
That just kind of concerns me. And the grass also, the damage, it doesn't repair quickly.
he said, Rich, who owns the lawn company, said it's like aerating the grass. He thinks the cleats might be good for the grass. Yeah, but he said,
absolutely.
down
And they're
there.
just little kids.
I know they're just little kids, but it's a lot of little kids.
I was only
No,
about 12
I have
or
no
15.
objection. I know that
Yeah,
they
there's,
are to
it's
that
not a
part
big
of the
group.
kids.
These are
I
the-
understand
yeah.
that they need space. But I'm just concerned that if we open it up to one section, everybody else is going to say, why can't we use it also?
Well, that any other group that wanted to use it could approach us and we could
Sure.
discuss it and look at it per situation.
Any more discussion about this? So Rich put the motion, Greg second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? All right. So moved. Thank you. All right, next action item is to vote and approve the Nature and Land Conservancy to build the continuation of the retaining wall the south side of the stairs at Sunrise Park. I know everybody's seen the beautiful work they did. Peter Cantz came and did another presentation, and we're really excited about that. There's no cost to the recreation of the township. This all came in through private funding. So any discussion about this, about the wall continuing down at Sunrise Park? It's the big stone one.
How far south will it go?
I don't know the exact dimensions of that. I know
don't
how
have that
tall
yet.
it
They
is.
had a presentation. I can't remember.
Is it gonna, I'm assuming similar to the north side of the.
Yeah,
It's
it's just
identical to what the north is.
This-
yeah.
right where the property ends.
Sounds good.
Yep.
And this is
Nice
no cost to
improvement.
the township at all. We just got to, I want to emphasize that. I don't want people to think that Rec's paying for it or the township's paying for it. This is donated money. so
Correct.
it's not costing the township a dime.
Perfect.
More discussion?
I make a motion that we approve the building of the new phase 2 of that construction site. Yes.
I need a second to the motion.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Any discussion items on the agenda? Any discussion tonight? We have something later on. Okay. Extended public comments. Don't everybody run up here at once. All righty. We'll start with Greg. Individual comments. Greg, anything you want to put out there? Ethel? Kevin? Wendy?
I just thank you for the millage passing.
Rich?
I'm with her.
Brandon?
Thanks for the millage.
Kevin? Or Kyle? Yes, thank you for the millage. Jim? That's on this side.
Down there.
You guys, thanks for everything. I would like to thank everybody for the rec millage passage too. I want to say hi to my brother Eddie, who's visiting from California, and his beautiful wife Jem, and Miss Phyllis. I will be home in a little bit after the concert and whatever. We are going to be going into a closed discussion, lease discussion, and I would like to adjourn the meeting at 6:31. The next meeting is September 27th. So I need a motion to adjourn the meeting at 6:31 to go into a closed discussion.
I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting and go to a closed session.
Second.
Second. All in favor? Aye. All right. Thank you, everybody. Support your community. Thanks again.